What is going on, Toyverse? I am Bobo Mac, and as you can see in front of you, there is no display set up. Well, technically there is. I have the rooftop diorama displayed around me, but today I get to talk about something really awesome. It's not an action figure. It's the thing that I really enjoy doing. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing the YouTube channel. I enjoy commenting on the videos. And I enjoy seeing what your guys' reactions to them. But what I really love doing is toy photography. And a few years ago, Extreme Dash Sets came out. And they produced some awesome wrestling backdrops. Stuff we never thought we would get as wrestling toy collectors. Then they kicked it up a notch a little more. And they just started doing backdrops for the toy community. And the guy who makes this stuff, he does an awesome job. He pours all his heart and energy into it. And fortunately for me, I am able to talk about it. Now, I'm not here to plug it just because I like the guy and because he helps the show out. What I am here to talk about is this. This product is worth your hard-earned money. I have bought plenty of these backdrops, and I'm happy to own them. So hopefully, you'll feel the same way by the end of this video. But with that being said, you can see this nice outer packaging here, and we flip it around, and we're going to open up the Asylum Pop Up. This is one of his newest creations, and I'm going to dive into it right here, right now. So let me get it unpacked, and let's talk about it together, shall we? All right, guys, I am back. We have unloaded everything. I'm going to go through each panel briefly. I'm going to talk about it. And we'll take it from there. So let's start with the first piece here. And what we have going on here is a nice wall with the bars around the windows to give you that asylum type feel. Done very nicely. Love the detail here, excuse me. The bars look great. The wall looks great. The tile you can see is cracked. Just all in all, pretty amazing. Now, you got these slots on these sides, if you're not familiar with these, and I'll talk about that more in a few. And you got a section over here, but let's go through each piece and try to get this video over with so we're not here all night. So, we got next piece, we got these big, giant, circular vent holes. These are done very nice as well. You got the cables running through, tile looking dirty, just all in all, pretty amazing. Now, this next piece is a piece I really want to talk about with you guys because this piece is very important. So, obviously, we have the bar set up for an asylum or a prison layout. This is done tremendously. I love the design here. I love how we got the open edge here on the bars. Now, something to note, please be careful with this section because of the open edge in the cardboard. It is definitely a little more fragile than, say, some of the other pieces. I mean, treat all the pieces with care. They are cardboard after all. But you don't want to break it and then have a messed up piece, you know. But I will say this. The detail looks good. You got the cracks in the wall. The bars look very nice. They give you that entrapment feel. All in all, very happy with that one as well. And let's see here. We have another piece here. You got the cable coming down. You got a vent. You got a light. You got some Joker laughter with some bullet holes and broken tile and stuff. Oh, just looking amazing. Now, here is something that's really, really cool. Now, with the backdrop here, we have the set of doors. And this is a part I really want to talk about because I'm going to include a pop-up or a bubble here. It should be popping up any minute now, basically. Go over to his video to see how to fold these properly. You don't want to bend the doors, but the cool thing is you can pop the doors open. As you can see, there's a cut right here. So you can get the doors opening one way or the other. So that is very nice. The detail on the door itself looked nice. And the, sorry for the shakiness, folks. The cut's done very, very awesomely. Love the detail, love the fact. And the cool part is, they're double-sided. So you got that one, and then they are nice enough to include another one that has a different design. I love that attention to detail. That part's very cool. You see you got some splattering right here, some breakage here, all these different vents, and you got cables and cracks. Just very, very cool. And it's the same thing on the other side. But awesome nonetheless. Now here is the next part I want to talk about. You have floor layouts. Now when he first introduced the Extreme Dash Sets backdrops, we didn't have floors, so you'd have to get creative on trying to create a floor background for your stuff. He stepped it up, and he listened to people, and he included something that was, I don't want to say essentially needed, but something that was truly appreciated in the fact that we get these floor pieces. And I'll break that down here more in a moment, but I just wanted to cover the scratch marks here that have been designed on this. The tile looks great. The vent right here looks awesome, or the, I guess that's a vent. No, it's not a vent. It's like a, what's the word I want to use? A trench with a grate on it. There we go. And you get 3 pieces, and I'll talk about that more in a few. And just great design on those as well. Very nice of them to include that. And the last pieces we have here are these pillars. Now, they are flat right now. Right here in front of you guys, I'm going to pop them open and put them together. So what you want to do is get a hold of it and get it opened up. Once it's opened up, take the top here. You're going to want to bend that down and fold it in. Take the top piece, fold it down, put it together. Do the same thing on this end, and voila! If I can set it down properly, you have a pillar. And obviously you do the same thing with the other one. So all in all, a lot of bang for your buck here. You're going to have a lot of great opportunities for designs. Let me pause the video right here. I'm going to set up just one design for now, and I'll give my final thoughts. Alright gang, I am back. Now I went over to extreme-sets.com. I clicked on the Asylum Pop Up, and they had many different display options. I took one of those display options and I set it up here just so you could see how massive this thing really is. So I'm going to take the camera now and we're going to just go ahead and look at it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you get the full spectrum of just really how deep and detailed and how much play space you have to work with this backdrop. So right there we have a 6-inch action figure in the front. As you can see with the way the pop-up's designed, the backdrop looks just great. You move it around a little bit, you could see the pillars right there with the floor, but let me move the camera up. Right there we have a Neca Predator. Now that's a big figure. I believe it's like an 8 or 9 inch figure. Definitely works within the confines of the space it's in. I move it around, like I said, massive. This thing is huge. We have the Mezco Batman from BVS, ready to strike, ready to lay it into that prisoner. So, definitely a lot of play space. You're really going to enjoy that. And it just looks great. So, here's the bottom line. What are you waiting for? Head over to extreme-sets.com and pick one up today. Now you're going to see a couple of bubbles pop up. One of them is a link for Extreme Sets, and the other bubble is for Big Bad Toy Store. You could add that to your pile of loot if you're already part of the Big Bad Toy Store crew. Or you can head over to the Extreme Sets website and order them directly. He's got some great coupons and deals going on. I'll definitely check out both to see what will work for you. And as always, it helps the show out as well. So, with that being said, I definitely recommend this. You're going to enjoy it. It's great for toy photography. It's great for a display piece. And it's a fun conversation piece as well. Now, I want to get a few shout outs out of the way here real quick. As always, I want to thank the Don Tony and Kevin Castle Show for always taking the time to plug me on Monday nights. Also, head over to undercovercapes.com. They are the leader for all things geekiness in the podcast verse. They cover Marvel, DC, indie, movie reviews, video games. That whole spectrum of nerd culture, they got you covered. Also, if you're on Instagram, head over to @ToyLoverCrew. Use the hashtag ToyLoverCrew and share, engage, and converse with people in the toy community. We'd love to have you over there. and do yourself a favor and see all the awesome photos that people take of their action figures. Guys, stay tuned at the end for the slideshow. And until next time, great googly moogly.